Is it time to buy or sell TQQQ ETF? In this video, we will explore TQQQ in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 24th of April, 2025. And now, we are excited to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analyses. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 24th of February 2025, our system has categorized TQQQ as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -2.02. Now, let's examine the ETF's performance during this time frame. The ETF has faced a decline of 35.39%. This corresponds to an average daily loss of -0.82% since it was designated as a sell candidate. The exchange-traded fund has broken through a very wide and declining short-term trend. Initially, a slower rate of decline is indicated, which may signal a potential shift in the trend. When reacting to this change, support is expected at the ceiling of the current trend, specifically at $44.77. This level could provide a second opportunity for growth. According to fan theory, $59.26 may serve as the next potential peak, which could present a resistance level not easily surpassed on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a possible decline of 51.65% over the next quarter, with a potential return ranging from -71.93% to -58.49%. Looking at the longer-term forecast, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 4.07%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between -22.03% and 88.78% over the next year. In current terms, this would imply a future price range between $40.65 and $98.43. Our latest daily update for TQQQ includes the headline, "Strong day for TQQQ ETF price on Thursday, rising 8.51%. to $52.14. The TQQQ ETF price gained 8.51% on the last trading day, Thursday, the 24th of April 2025, rising from $48.05 to $52.14. It has now gained for 3 consecutive days. It will be interesting to see whether it continues to climb or takes a brief pause in the coming days. During the last trading session, the ETF fluctuated 7.7%, with a low of $48.54 and a high of $52.28. The price has increased in 6 of the last 10 days, but remains down by 0.89% for this period. Volume decreased on the last day by 34 million shares, with a total of 116 million shares traded, amounting to approximately $6.06 billion. It is important to consider that falling volume alongside rising prices can indicate divergence and may serve as an early warning for potential changes in the near future. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $93.79, while the lowest price was $35. Currently, the price is 44.41%, or $41.65 below the 52-week high, and 67.97%, or $110.65 below the all-time high on January 15, 2018, when the price reached $162.79. The ProShares Ultra Pro QQQ, or TQQQ, has recently experienced a notable increase in interest, with significant price appreciation reported just 1 day ago. This uptick aligns with broader trends in the market, as TQQQ, alongside other exchange-traded funds like the iShares Ethereum Trust and VanEck Semiconductor ETF, has been recognized for soaring in value amid ongoing market turbulence. Long-term investors are increasingly viewing TQQQ as a buying opportunity, particularly due to its concentrated exposure to high-growth Magnificent 7 stocks, including industry leaders like Microsoft and Nvidia. These companies are well positioned to benefit from the ongoing push into artificial intelligence technologies, as evidenced by TSMC's reported 42% year-over-year revenue increase attributed to AI spending. In the short term, TQQQ's performance remains sensitive to market corrections. However, with a trend of increased inflows into exchange-traded funds, analysts suggest that we may be nearing the conclusion of recent corrections in the equity market. As investors consider this data, TQQQ could attract further capital, potentially enhancing its stock price. Nonetheless, risks remain due to market volatility and the leveraged nature of TQQQ. Investors should exercise caution, as sharp reversals are a possibility, underscoring that while potential rewards are substantial, significant risks accompany leveraged investments. The dynamics at play suggest a potentially favorable outlook for TQQQ in the coming months, contingent on ongoing market stability and sustained interest in growth driven by artificial intelligence technology. The following signals have been identified for TQQQ. Today, the ETF presents mixed signals. The TQQQ ETF indicates a buy signal from the short-term moving average. However, the long-term average suggests a general sell signal. Since the long-term average is above the short-term average, this creates a more negative outlook for the ETF. If the ETF experiences further gains, it will encounter resistance from the long-term moving average at $55.15. Conversely, if it declines, some support can be found from the short-term average at $46.77. A breakout above the long-term average would generate another buy signal, while a drop below the short-term average would introduce an additional sell signal, reinforcing the overall bearish trend. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Wednesday, April 9, 2025, and so far, it has decreased by 0.89%. Additional declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is identified. Furthermore, there is a buy signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Notably, trading volume decreased during the last trading day, despite rising prices, creating a divergence between volume and price that may serve as an early warning. Therefore, the ETF should be monitored closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, sell signal 11 days ago, Bollinger. Buy signal 15 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal 3 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal 44 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 41 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 2 days ago. The long-term moving average, sell signal 43 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 35 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Let's discuss support, risk, and stop loss for TQQQ. On the downside, this exchange-traded fund, ETF, finds support just below today's level, with accumulated volume indicating support at $46.14 and $41.25. There is an inherent risk involved when an ETF is testing a support level. If this level is breached, the ETF may decline to the subsequent support level. In this scenario, TQQQ finds support just below today's level at $46.14. Should this level be broken, the next support levels from accumulated volume will be at $41.25 and $41.09. This ETF can experience significant movement throughout the day, indicating high volatility. With a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, this ETF is categorized as very high risk. Over the past day, the ETF fluctuated by $3.74 between its high and low, which represents a change of 7.7%. For the last week, the ETF has shown an average daily volatility of 6.78%. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for TQQQ. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for TQQQ is at $52.61. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the exchange-traded fund, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, TQQQ encounters its first support level at $46.14. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. We have a negative evaluation for this exchange-traded fund, and no stop loss has been set. Is TQQQ ETF a good buy? TQQQ presents several negative signals, leading us to believe that its performance will remain weak in the upcoming days or weeks. Therefore, we maintain a negative outlook on this exchange-traded fund. After examining the volatility and movements from the most recent trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Friday, the 25th of April, we anticipate TQQQ will open lower by $1.15. Beginning trading at $50.99. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day with warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.